My ergogenic aid is clenbuterol, and here you can see its molecular formula. Clenbuterol is also known by its street name Clen and has many purposes. It is a steroid-like hormone originally developed to treat asthma in horses. As a bronchodilator, it works to widen the oxygen-carrying blood vessels, which means that the oxygen-carrying capability of your blood is increased. This can make it easier to breathe and you can take in more oxygen, causing the oxygen level in your blood to increase. This could mean that more oxygen can get to your muscles. As we have learned, oxygen is needed for ATP synthesis, so the more oxygen we have, the more energy we can possibly generate aerobically in our muscles. This can result in an increase in endurance and a decrease in fatigue. Clen also works as a beta-2 agonist. This causes it to bind to the same receptors that produce epinephrine and norepinephrine. These are responsible for feelings of rush and excitement that we often feel. Clen's main use is as a fat burner, as it acts as a stimulant that increases basal metabolic rate. This is coupled with a thermogenic effect, which basically means that it increases the production of body heat, which helps to increase the body's fat burning capacity. What is unique about Clen, compared to many other fat burners, is that while it does burn fat, it also binds to muscle cells to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, which helps you to preserve muscle while still burning fat. This is why Clen is the choice of many athletes, bodybuilders, and people looking to lose weight. Women in particular turn to Clen because it does not have the androgenic effects, which are responsible for things like deepening of voice and an increase in facial hair that some women get while on many other steroid-like supplements. Clen is big in the bodybuilding community, as bodybuilders typically undergo bulking and cutting phases. Bodybuilders use the bulking phase to gain weight, and in particular, they aim to increase their muscle mass. When they cut, they look to lose fat while still retaining the muscle mass they worked so hard to build in the bulking season. This is why many of them turn to Clen, as it has both the fat loss and muscle maintenance qualities. Many athletes also turn to Clen to cut fat while retaining muscle mass. But, with this said, it is important to note that Clen is banned by both the World Anti-Doping Agency and the International Olympic Committee, so for many athletes who undergo drug testing, this is not an ideal option. Also, Clen is not approved by the US FDA for human use, and because of this, it is not sold in the United States. To obtain Clen, people often look to internet websites where it is shipped from other countries where it is approved for human use. To get a good use out of it, Clen is often used in combination with other performance-enhancing drugs. This is because Clen on its own has not been shown to increase performance. Because Clen does increase lean muscle mass and an increase in muscle mass can help performance, you can say that Clen indirectly may help with performance, but it has not been shown to be directly related. Many users say that Clen can help to increase your basal metabolic rate by around 10%. This means that for someone who burns approximately 2,000 calories a day, they could possibly burn an extra 200 calories a day, which can really add up over the next 8 weeks. Think about it this way. If a pound of fat is approximately 3,500 calories, at a burning rate of 200 calories every day over 56 days, you could possibly burn an extra 3 pounds of fat, all things being equal. While this may not seem like a lot, 3 pounds of fat on someone who is already in good shape, like an athlete or a bodybuilder, can really help to give that extremely shredded look and feel. The caveat here is that over time, your body can build up a tolerance and the Clen won't have the same effect for too long. This is why Clen is often cycled and not used for more than 8 to 10 weeks at a time or about 16 weeks in a year. Cycles can either be a couple days on and a couple days off, or a couple weeks on and then a couple weeks off. While Clen is a great fat-burning agent, it is definitely not without its side effects. Short-term side effects include anxiety, headaches, nausea, abnormal sweating, and an increase in body temperature. Because Clen is a stimulant, some side effects can resemble what happens if someone drinks too much coffee, like jittery feelings and increased heart rate or shaking. The main negative effects associated with prolonged use of Clen have to do with the heart. Not only can the use of Clen increase your heart rate, it can also lead to cardiac hypertrophy. Just like any other muscle in your body, your heart can hypertrophy and grow to an abnormal size. If the heart gets too big, it can lead to heart disease, heart attacks, or arrhythmias, and even death. Overall, as an ergogenic aid, clenbuterol is effective in weight loss. It definitely is not a quick fix or a magic pill, but if used properly in conjunction with proper diet and exercise, one can see a great deal of fat loss. Just like many other supplements, there are risks in taking Clen, and the user should be aware of this.